Today, we are diving right into the heart of our rapidly changing world, artificial intelligence. We're going to take a look at one of the key organizations trying to make sense of it all, the Fullerton Institute, and how they're trying to help shape our future with AI.
Let's be real. AI isn't science fiction anymore. It's here, and it is rewriting the rules for everything, from how we do business to how our kids learn. But that brings up a huge question, right? As this tech just explodes, who's actually setting the ground rules? Who's thinking about the ethics and the strategies for how we use it? That's what we're going to dig into.
So to really get why an organization like the Fullerton Institute even needs to exist, we first have to wrap our heads around the massive scale of this new reality we're in. We are officially living in an AI-driven world.
And we're not talking about a small tweak here and there. This is a fundamental shift. It's not just one or two industries. I mean, think about it. A hospital could use AI to predict what patients will need before they even know it. Or a university could create custom learning paths for thousands of students all at once. This crazy fast reshaping means we can't just wing it. We urgently need some clear guidance and a much deeper understanding.
So, who steps into that huge gap? Well, this is where the Fullerton Institute, or FI, comes into the picture. They've basically positioned themselves as a guide to help us all navigate this wild new future.
Okay, so what is the Fullerton Institute really? At its core, it's a research think tank. Now, what that means is they act kind of like investigators. They don't just sit back and watch what happens. They dive deep into very specific problems. So, for example, they might not just study that AI is in classrooms, but how a specific AI tutor actually affects a student's confidence in math. And from that deep dive, they develop real, practical solutions and strategies that, say, a school anywhere in the world could actually use. And their mission statement gets right to the point. You got to notice that keyword, empower. Their goal isn't to just hand down rules from an ivory tower. No, it's about giving communities, in business and in education, the actual tools and the frameworks they need to build their own future. They're all about sharing what they learn, sharing their models to build up everyone's skills, instead of just delivering a report and walking away.
So how do they tackle such a massive task? This is where their whole strategy gets really interesting. They focus on bridging what a lot of people see as three totally separate worlds.
And here's where their approach is, honestly, kind of genius. See, a lot of organizations will specialize in just one thing, AI development, or business consulting, or education reform. The Fullerton Institute works on the idea that you just can't separate these worlds anymore. They see it as a connected loop. A breakthrough in AI changes how a business runs, which then creates a huge demand for new skills, which means we need new ways to teach. By focusing right there, at that intersection, they can come up with insights that are actually useful for everybody, not just for people stuck in one lane.
Now, having a great theory is one thing, but how does the Fullerton Institute actually turn all that research into real-world impact? Well, it all follows this really clear path from an idea all the way to action.
It's a pretty straightforward four-step process. First, they investigate. They look at what's new, what's emerging out there in the real world. Then, from all that research, they generate practical frameworks, not just dense academic papers, but stuff you can actually use. Step 3, they use those insights to build real solutions, whether that's an educational tech platform or a new training program for a company. But that final step is absolutely crucial, delivery. All that amazing knowledge is shared through workshops, partnerships, and open resources, making sure it doesn't just collect dust on a shelf, but actually gets out there and makes a difference.
And all of this brings us to the final and maybe the most important part of their vision. What's the endgame for all this work? Well, it's all about creating a future where every single one of us is AI fluent.
I just love this term, AI fluency. It's not just about knowing what AI is. It's the ability to really understand it, to use it, and even to collaborate with it, to solve problems. Think of it like learning a new language. You know, at first, you might just know a few words, but true fluency, that's when you can create things, you can argue, you can navigate complex situations without even thinking about it. That's the kind of relationship they want all of us to have with AI.
So, here's the bottom line. The Fullerton Institute's ambition is, well, it's huge. Their goal isn't just for a few experts to be AI fluent. The goal is to raise the bar for AI literacy for everyone all over the world, from students and teachers to CEOs. It's about making sure we're all equipped to thrive, not just survive in this new age.
And that leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. Because this isn't just about what some big institution can do, it's about what each of us could do. If you were truly AI fluent, if you had that skill, what problem would you go out and solve first? What new opportunity would you create? Something to really chew on.